everybody, welcome back to Talk With Nia. Now let's discuss some celebs in the music industry who decided to share some interesting details about what it's really like to be in the music industry, from the good, the bad, and the ugly. We all know the music artists go through a lot when it comes to signing the right deal, getting paid the right amounts for their art, and on top of all of that, trying to deal with being heavily criticized from the media. Now, LaRussell spoke about a deal that was presented to him by Roc Nation and how they tried to get him to sign a deal that came with basically no money. Let me play you what he said.
Roc Nation, man, they just did some funny shit. They sent me an offer, and the first one was the terms, but then it had no money attached to it. It was just a $15,000 discretionary fund. You're going to deliver these projects under these terms, 10% 360, $15K discretionary fund. That's yours. I went to the office. They like, what you think? What you gonna do? And I'm like, bruh, where's the money? Like, where the numbers? Right? He like, what you mean? And I'm like, bro, it's only $15K. And he's like, oh, no, this ain't it. He makes a call. He's like, yo, it ain't no numbers on the offer. They sent a new offer in like 30 seconds. The new offer was much larger, but by that time I was turned off. If I would have signed this $15K, would you have told me you made a mistake and then you made a $750,000 mistake? I don't want to do business with niggas who make mistakes that big. You gonna fuck my business up, right? But I just felt like that was hella slimy and it wasn't a great representation. And that's why I was like, I gotta holler at Hov, because I got, do you know your niggas moving like this? Right. And if you do, I see, it's good. I see you, but I just it felt disrespectful. And everybody goes with the, oh, it's just business and whatever. And if it was truly a mistake, I don't want to do business with a nigga who makes $750,000 worth of a mistake. If I own the company and a nigga make I'll be upset. Yeah. You lost a generational talent, and if it wasn't a mistake, you lost generational talent trying to play, trying to see if a nigga was gonna bite the bait off just the name first.
I don't think that you should take it personal because you don't know how many other artists signed that same
but
document.
That's why we have to, because if you offered this to 20 other niggas and you know, I don't care what level of artistry you at, if that's how you doing business, it's a little bit predatory. So it's beyond the fact of like, oh yeah, well, 10 other niggas took it. That's 10 other niggas into slavery. That's not nothing we cool with. Right. To me, that was just like a little shift of gauge and character, right? And I hate that type of shit. After it comes with the, bro, you so innovative. I love what you, I fuck with your shit. We love you, man. We love your movement. That's one of them contracts you wouldn't tell a nigga that deal in words. You only slide it across the table, bro. Like, and we gotta stop doing business like that and just write.
So artists have to be very smart about the type of deals that are presented to them and what they're willing to sign, because they can easily get screwed over. Now, Cat Williams is known for exposing the industry in the past, and he spoke on the weird Hollywood parties along with some other people in the music industry, and all the stories seem similar whenever a celeb talks about these parties. So listen to this.
What is happening in Hollywood? They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited than a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking at all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit.
He get drugged. They rape this nigga. They rape this nigga, videotape it. Then when he in the meeting, they give him a shitty contract. They play the video of him getting fucked by like 3 niggas. He ain't never been through shit like that, so he like, man, what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna sign. And you gonna give me money?
We went to a house party in Hollywood. It was half of us. You know what I'm saying? We went to the house party. We saw a lot of famous faces in there. And like I remember, you know, me and Ghost would tell you this too. We opened up a couple of doors just trying to see what was going on. And I'm gonna tell y'all that too, man. Y'all up and coming rappers, y'all make it to Hollywood, y'all get invited to these parties and all that. Don't be curious, bro.
Let me tell you, what they do is they invite you to these parties, these house parties, and then they be like, oh, Whoop the Whoop gonna be there, like your favorite rapper, the big ass person, and Whoop the Whoop gonna be there. Oh, before you get in, you gotta give us your phones and all this shit, and then they might do some gay shit to somebody, and then like try to like and record it and tell them, oh, if you expose us, we gonna post it everywhere.
And like even like that freaky weird
pedophile shit that be going on. Like, you hear about it, but it's dark and demonic energy that this industry was built on. And people manipulate young women, they manipulate kids, and at the end of the day, it's all for the dollar and all to feed their ego. So I've seen some shit where you be like, that's just not right. Like, that person shouldn't be talking to that person. That person shouldn't be in the room with that person alone.
So what do you think about that? Because there's a ton of videos about Hollywood parties coming from many different celebrities. So what do you guys think? Now, singers even come forward about the sacrifices, the stress, and behind the scenes of the industry. Like Phyllis Hyman, she spoke on the music industry as well and said that if she'd known what she'd be getting into, then she wouldn't have gotten into music. So let's hear what she had to say.
If I had known what it was going to be like, I never would have gone into it. It's much harder. The sacrifices are much more extensive. The pain is greater. The stress is greater. I just thought it was all fun and games. Put a little makeup on, do your hair, and go out and work. It's not like that at all. It's a 24-hour day job, 7 days a week. I have no husband. I have no children, and that is it's a sacrifice.
Jaguar Wright has spoken on many things about the industry, but in this clip, she spoke on female rappers and how men are writing for female rappers, okay? And that these new female rappers are all strippers and they're being pimped out. So let's hear what she had to say about it.
Let's keep it all the way 100. All of the hottest female rappers are all ex-strippers.
Yeah, that seems to be the brand.
All ex-strippers.
Yeah. Or they
and
build
let's
them.
keep it all the way 100. They don't write their rhymes, allegedly.
Nah, they don't build their bodies either. It just all come put together.
Let's keep it straight. This is playing make-believe at its highest level.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, there's real MCs, female MCs that are writing their shit. Like, I would even appreciate it if they would let the real talented female MCs and ghostwrite for these bitches. But the women ain't ghostwriting they shit. It's niggas.
Yeah, it's the niggas.
Niggas is writing these bitches shit.
Hey, man.
And I was talking about this the other day on my live. All of these women are out here buying into all of the shit that all of these bitches are saying that's being written by a dude. This is a dude's perspective on how a woman should be talking, and then the other women listen to her and be like, ooh, that's how she's talking. That's how I'm talking, girl. Yeah, girl.
Hold up.
Oh, fuck with it. You know what I mean? Like, we all over here. But meanwhile, all of these words came from a man.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's powering who? I don't call that empowerment. I call that impimpment.
Impimpment. New word. Urban Dictionary. Write it down. Cosign.
You ain't empowering shit. This nigga is spitting the whole fucking pimp shit and juicing it up and putting a bitch word here, there. You spitting it out on his behalf. Like, for real, when you look at it, these ghostwriters is pimps and the artists are they bottom bitches.
You paint it just moved to the rap, I guess, because you paint a very interesting picture there.
I mean, seriously. Whoever's spitting the game, whoever's writing the game,
right,
is running the game.
That's a fact. It's a fact. Party.
Period.
They want them.
And they all strippers.
Yeah.
And all of them are still just trying to be Little Kim.
That's a fact. Hey, so I got a question.
Who was a figment of Biggie Smalls' imagination, blown to life.
Now, speaking of Jaguar Wright, according to her recollection, she spoke on how Mariah Carey came up in the industry and what she had to allegedly do to get put on with Tommy Mottola. So let's hear what she had to say about that.
Actually, until after I finished my second album and I came back home and I had some time and I was like, you know what, I'll start playing teams now. But he lived by it. So like it was just really fucking interesting. And Reg and then they were sitting there clowning him and I'm like, it's just kind of sad because it sounds like the interview that he did was more like an advertisement for himself.
There was
like
some
he was
advertising.
trying to sell his own personal brand. I was good to that bitch. And, the reason why I was good to him was because I didn't love him.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, explain, because
Like I said, he clung the tightest, and he was the most effective option at the time. Common was sketchy, and I already knew if I got into it with him that people would think that he was the one that put me on, and that my career and my success. I never wanted to fuck with nobody in the game until I had made it, because I wanted equality. I never wanted anybody saying the only reason she made it is because she's such a such girl. The only reason she made it is because of... No, I wasn't trying to go the Mariah Carey way. You know what I mean? It's you know, when I think about how she got signed to Sony, it still kind of fucks me up, because when you have that much talent and you still got to suck dick to get your demo tape approved. And this is after being, you know, the lead background for Brenda K. Starr.
Just a demo
and building Brenda K. Starr and all of that. Like, this is after that. Everybody knows what happened between her and Tommy Mottola in that motherfucking shit. On the way to her first listening party, they seen her coming up from giving him head in the back of the shit. And everybody knew. Everybody talked about it. That's why she got the access that she got. She ended up marrying him, didn't she? Then she made him divorce his wife and made him fight her for alimony and child support after that woman had been married to him for 25 years.
But do you respect the girl that got good head enough to make that happen? Or is it?
Listen to me. This is how I feel. Whole shit is whole shit. Yeah. Music shit is music shit. Worst thing that ever happened to females in music was that they started using whole shit to market music. Like, there's supposed to be a fucking difference.
So
that's like going to a Catholic church and your priest ain't really a priest. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got he you know what I mean, the holy most pimp poteness. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Rather than the incense thing, this nigga coming through burning sticks. You know what I mean? Like, you mixing the wrong kinds of shit.
So what do you think about Jaguar Wright's comments about the industry? Because she has a lot to say. These are just two clips. She has a ton of things that she puts out there in regards to other artists and people in the music industry. Now, there's even a TikToker who put out a clip of Cardi B where she speaks on not wanting to do music anymore and just wants to be a mom. And there's a clip of an interview where Cardi basically says she really didn't seem that happy about how she earns her money in regards to this industry. So let me play you that clip.
Yep, that's true. Let me go ahead and play the video.
Didn't want to do this song, Shake It, or like any drill songs, because it's like these songs are activating like these demons that I killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl anymore. I just want to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that old Cardi anymore. I left that lifestyle a long time ago, bro. Like, I don't want to be that anymore. Like,
do you feel that you're happier right now than when you were broke, or not really?
sometimes. It's a sometime thing. It makes me happy that I'm able to afford what I want, and it makes me happy that I get to treat my family. But I feel like the way that I have money kind of took away a lot of my happiness.
As y'all can see, Cardi B is clearly miserable. I think she's regretting her decisions on how she got to the top. I don't know how she got to the top. Her videos have a lot of symbolism, so she may have sacrificed her soul. She may have done something to get to the top. Y'all let me know what you think down below. But yeah, what glitters isn't gold. These artists make it to the top, and you know, she wants to be a mother. She wants to leave that lifestyle, and she can't. So let me know what y'all think down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Now, if you're subscribed to the channel and you watch, you know we've spoken about, you know, if Cardi B's going to come out with another album, you know, and just where she's thinking or what she says in interviews. She was just on the Breakfast Club and they asked her about the second album and we talked about that. So I wonder if Cardi B really just wants to be a mom, and like music and the whole behind the scenes in the industry really just like doesn't bring her any joy. So we'll have to see what she decides to do. Now, Tory Lanez also spoke about how artists get paid and how these labels sit on their butt and they make millions off of artists' music and how artists are getting ripped off. So let me play you what he said.
Let me break down a gem for y'all real quick. Off 1 million streams, an artist gets $5,000 to $6,000 every Friday, right? So that means that when I wasn't dropping shit and I was at home, some label was sitting on their ass collecting $15,000 a day off of Tory Lanez music. If it was made by me, then I would be sitting at home scratching my ass fucking making $15,000 a day. If I'm popping and I'm making songs, I'm probably gonna do let's call it 5 million streams. Let's just say that, just make it easy, right? That means that someone's making $25,000 a day off of my music. So in 4 days they made $100,000. Like, guys, let's do the numbers, guys. Like, how long are we gonna let this shit just rape us?
So what do you think about that? Because I know that there are a ton of stories that I would love to dig into about artists who feel that they are getting ripped off from these labels. They feel like they're not getting paid their right amount of money. I mean, from the label deals that they sign to the management that ends up pocketing cash, there is so much that goes on in the music industry as far as artists getting ripped off. It just seems like artists always get the short end of the stick if they truly don't know about the business side. Now, we all know about Kanye West exposing the music industry a lot this year, but we also have people like Shaka Khan who spoke out on things as well. So let me play you that clip.
All as artists, because we're highly sensitive people, and this machine around us, this so-called music industry, is such a demonic thing. It sacrifices people's lives.
Now, that's just a few of the clips that are out there where celebs are talking about the industry and speaking out about it. Now, you take in what you believe and let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.